Today I want to talk about life in the Matrix and the way I experienced myself um, inside and afterwards when I got awakened. And now looking back, how I used to exist, it was like my programmed and conditioned mind from everything that happens in the past and everything that other people put on me, basically. Um, I was really a slave to everyone. I was a people pleaser. My soul was somewhere shut, somewhere deep down. I didn't have access to it. Maybe every now and then. Actually, the first proper um, uh, insight into my spirit I experienced when I went to Africa in 2009 for almost a year. And I went out of the comfort zone. I went out of the world I used to know. Went out of that pocket of reality and I experienced myself in a beautiful way. I was so happy every day and joyful, and it was a beautiful adventure to do it. But then, after almost a year coming back, nothing made sense anymore. And for some reason, I allowed for my dreams to be forgotten. I went back into the mundane and to the old and to the structure of society and what I need to do and how I need to be. So I went back to sleep. And slowly since then, I started to become awakened to the world and how it is and what's going on. So I've been very curious and we're searching for the truth for many years now, within and without. And I wanted to know, why do I feel so miserable? And why this world doesn't function, and why governments don't work for their people, why they don't fix nothing. And then I've seen that there are deeper levels to reality we live in, and I think that's important to address. I'll be talking about that on other in other videos, but today I just want to talk about the matrix where the conditioned and programmed mind is the master, and then through awakening and transition, which can take a shorter time or many years, it depends on the person, where during the transition there's a fight between the ego, the mind, the program mind, and your soul, and then how you need to surrender to your soul to then continue to your path. So basically you shed your skin and transform, and I think that's so beautiful because change and transformation are the basic things of the nature of reality we live in. And I'm happy I'm shedding mine. And yeah, many times while I was in the matrix, deeply asleep, I had experiences every now and then that were what we would call paranormal, and they influenced me for a temporary time, but then I forgot about them again. And I know we people have all sorts of experiences. Let's say you can be deeply asleep, but then you'll have a glimpse of, oh, what is this? I don't know, out of body experience. What is this? And then you're amazed by it for a certain amount of time, and then you fall asleep again because you don't believe it's true. It's not. You don't believe it's real because in the matrix, these things are stupid and you're crazy. You live in a fantasy. Then you can experience all sorts of things. You can have beautiful dreams that will be much more real than this thing that we're living in. You can have out-of-body experiences, as I say. You can have energies that of deceased ones come to visit you, or you will have seeing other beings, maybe not from this planet. And the thing is, we got ourselves lost in this little pocket of reality, like really small one, because the thing is the only thing that we know since we were born here, and the conditioning is so strong and so intense everywhere you go. Advertisement and media and television and programming and programming and programming. And the thing is, it's not just through our gadgets here that we get this, it's through people's minds. That's the most horrible thing. We are programming each other, we are keeping each other down. because we're afraid that someone will become free and unique finally. So, yeah, so we have these kind of experiences when we are deeply asleep, but we don't believe in them. We don't give them any attention, or we think, ah, that's, I don't know what's that, but it definitely doesn't fit into this world, so we dismiss it. While now looking back, I'm thinking all these things that I've experienced that were far out from the normality of the world we live in, that's the realest thing I've experienced. The realest things, my dreams, they are guiding me. My dreams that are telling me the truth of what's going on, of what I need to do, of what's going on within me. Um, the insights that I got many times when I woke up, that I was not like this body didn't have an end to it. So I felt the energy of the doors and the fence and the stairs. I felt I'm part of that as well. Or about the potential of our brain, I had all sorts of insights, and I was thinking, okay, where is this coming from? It came from a dreaming state, just towards when I was waking up, and I think all these things we need to pay attention to. We really need to, because they are like exactly because they don't fit into the matrix perception of the world. We need to look at them like, okay, what's going on? What else is out there? Um, and what else can I use as a tool to know who I am? What else can I use as a tool to understand this world and the reality and the everything basically? So I think we need to really pay attention to these things, because they give you, they are like signposts and guidance and telling you a lot about the truth of what's happening within and without. And yeah. And what I want, or most bizarre thing that I found out was, we are explorers and pioneers by nature. We used to be creative and we used to be curious about things as we were children. So who killed that thing up for us? Yeah, you got it. And then I'm thinking, we need to pursue and go and follow our nature and express it and go further with our exploration, because we got stuck in this little pocket of reality. It's just a small little pocket. What if we just say, I don't like this game. I want to create a much more beautiful one that will serve the whole, not just a few. And you just, you know what? I don't need this anymore. And then you go and pursue other more pleasurable and joyful realities and beings. And that's it for today. That was my rant. Thank you very much for listening, and see you soon. Bye bye.